What's good, y'all? It's your boy A1 from Stars Gaming. In this video, I'm going to break down the spread attack and spread offense in Madden 19. I'm going to break down pretty much spread to trips and then trips to spread. Spread right here will be this formation right here. We got doubles. Two receivers on one side, receiver and tight end on the other. Type of offense you want to run in the middle of the field. So I'm pretty much going to walk you guys through what plays use this formation, how to run the spread. This is based off of pretty much Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly brought the spread option, the spread attack. He brought these formations to Madden 19. It's been in Madden since they always kept his playbook around. So when you see the spread, it talks Chip Kelly. That's Chip Kelly written all over it. So right here, when you come out in just two by two sets, man, you want to be in the middle of the field, because that means you got the opponent spread out. You can create running lanes, etc. One of the biggest things on running the spread offense is this. If your opponent wants to stop the run, let's say he wants to stop the run, he's staying in a 4-3, he's staying in 3-4, that's what you want. That's really what you want. Once they do that, you can go to your gun bunch formation, which is in here, and you can utilize that. But for the most part, you don't necessarily have to, as long as they're in a nickel. If they're in a nickel, it's best for you to run the ball inside spread formations like these until you get to like inside the 30, inside the 20, and then you get into the 12 personnel. But I'll break those videos down later. I want to focus on just 2x2 and then 3x1. So some of the formations that I like to run, because in the spread, some people get the idea of like, okay, we're just gonna pass the football because we have 4 receivers or 3 receivers. No, in the spread you want to run the football because you can create running lanes and you create big plays. So some of the plays I like to do is start off with read option. Read option is the #1 play inside my offense when I'm running the spread attack. For one, because it creates running lanes and it leaves one guy open. You have to account for that backside defensive end. If that backside defensive end comes crashing down, then you keep it with the quarterback. If he stays, then you hand it off. Therefore, you can turn a 6-man box into a 5-man box and have every single guy accounted for and every single guy blocked. Just because a 6-man box is, let's just say that backside guy, he's inside the run fit. You can automatically take him out the run fit by running the read option. If he were to crash down, you just simply just hand it to Cam Newton and let him do his thing. Like I said, I like to run things on air because it's hard to give you guys an actual like look at what people are really gonna do, because people adjust so differently. They run different things. So when I run my offensive plays, I always like to run them on air. Even playing football, from a football standpoint, yeah, they have dummies out there, but for the most part, your offense gets the best work is when you're in practice mode and you're running on air, you're running your plays, because everybody adjusts differently. Yeah, you put the scout team out there and they just go out there and just give you touchdowns, but pretty much if you know football, you're gonna come out with some crazy stuff. So you just gotta run your thing and you gotta make adjustments on the fly to what they're doing. That's football. So when you see I don't know, sometimes I see people coming out with practice mode and this stops this does this, and I just don't agree with that. I like to run on air. And then when I go into the game and I see what guys are doing, something like what they're doing, like I'll probably, if I were to play and run my spread, I'll probably go straight to regs because the talent's not as high, and then just use it as practice. It's my scout team. Regs is my scout team pretty much. So use regs as a scout team when you guys use this, because it doesn't really matter towards your record, towards draft champions. Just tune in. But anyways, like I said, we got the read option. The other formation I like to use is inside zone. Just hand off. Once you get your guy on his heels, inside zone works fast. You're just trying to get on the ball fast. I do suggest running hurry up, not letting your opponent hurry up, not let them adjust. Make them come out to wherever they want to come out, and then we're going to adjust to how they adjust. We're going to call our audibles. Let them dictate what we call when it comes to running the spread. If they want to stay inside 3-4, that's fine. We have no problem with that. Let's get into our trips. Let's spread them out. Let's get the gun bunch, air them out a little bit. There's so many different things you can do. The other thing I like to do is this formation. This is called the PA bubble Y over. And the PA bubble Y over, it's like a read option type of look. It's good and it works well in the run game. This is more of a system offense, and what I mean by a system offense is when you run certain things and they're supposed to work because you're winning. So you need to be up when you're kind of running this. You need to be in control of the game. If you're not in control of the game and you don't have very good defense, then I don't suggest that you run this offense because you need to be in control of the game in order to run this effectively. So when I'm running this, because of the crossing routes, how they have added into this game, you got two options right here, man. You can either hit the top in the Sona right here with Olsen, probably like a high pass, or you can hit right underneath coming across. It's like a crossing route play. If you want extra protection, you can have McCaffrey block in. But it should be real quick. Oh, yeah, he missed it on air. That's bad for the video. It's all good. Let me try it one more time. So I want to cross that underneath guy. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend him block. I mean, him going on a route like that. I would just call it just like this. Just highball it, you know what I mean? And they had the other dude going underneath, so they're most likely going to chase that due to the crossing routes in this game. Another play that I like to run is what's it called? Cake read option. Cake read option is my bread and butter. The reason is because you have an extra guy pulling, and then you have backside guys being unblocked. So he's the read man. He's either going to come crashing down or he's going to stay. If he comes crashing down on you, it's real simple, man. You pull that thing. But if he stays, you have an extra blocker right here, the left guard pulling. Like I said, I recommend running this formation when you're in the middle of the football field and you have the whole team spread out. If they're in 3-4 or 4-3, your adjustments should be either trips or bunch. Most likely bunch though. So just follow that lead blocker, and just keep it going. There's also other things in this game like there's verge, there's different passing plays in this game for this formation and spread that you can use. But right now I'm kind of just focusing on the run part of it and how to pretty much get your play action going inside the run. So like I said, you got inside zone, read option, PAY over should be your bread and butter for the passing plays inside this game. And then the kick read option and the inside zone. So you want to run the football. You want to get your guy knowing, hey, he's a runner. He's going to run the football. That's what you want your opponent to think. Now I'm going to break down the trips part of this offense real quick for y'all. Trey, open, offset. Go to, man. Already got the audibles ready. So when you're running trips inside the spread, I always like to have the receivers all the way to the field. The reason that because it's spread, you want to have everybody spread out as far as possible. You want to utilize the field, get the guys in space. If you're in a 3-4, you cannot guard. It's hard to guard all these guys out here. But you also have to be careful of the blitz. That's why if you get 4-3 or 3-4, you want to get into bunch, because if you get that automatically, you go into bunch, you start airing it out, and start someone gets a 4-3 or 3-4. It's going to create issues for them because they cannot guard the route combinations and the crossing routes inside the bunch formation in this game. So knowing that's in your audibles and you're smart enough to see that, you can run the spread because they're gonna have to stay in nickel because they know you're gonna audible into a bunch formation. The bunch will kill any type of 3-4 or 4-3 defense to just shut down and run. Like I said, the main part of running the spread attack is to make sure that you're running the ball inside these running lanes with lots of space. It's the same thing, man. When you're running the spread offense, man, you want to keep it vanilla. If you watch some of the things that Chip Kelly did, man, it was straight just inside zone, and then you'll see like D'Anthony Thomas, Michael James, even LeGarrette Blount just bust for like 60, 70-yard runs because it's everything spread out and they're just running the ball and they're going at a tempo. Same thing, man. Read option. Make your read in the backside. If he keeps it, you take off with the quarterback. I mean, if he comes down, you take off with the quarterback. If he stays and you hand it off, it's vanilla. Once you get your guy on the edge, he can't stop you. Hit him with the inside zone. Hit him real quick inside zone. No read, just inside zone. Hand it off. Real simple stuff, man. Another thing you can do is strong flood. This is why I like the strong flood. For one, I like the crossing routes because Madden 19. I'm not sure how he motions in, but if I'm running this and I know I have a dig coming across with bunch heads, there's a couple different things I can do. I can have my slot receiver go for a slant. Olsen Have him come across the field like that, and it's gonna look weird, but he'll come across the field like that. And now you have crossing routes. These are just passing plays I would do out here. Someone's gonna get open. That's what you gotta understand. These crossing routes in Madden 19, man, they're vicious. Some people complain about the game, but it's not about complaining. You gotta be able to adjust on the fly. The game's constantly changing. It's just like football. Madden 19, it's constantly changing. If you can, you may be good one season, the next season you're not. Last season, you know, I was in the top 120. This season right now, I've adjusted well. I got better. I'm in the top 30, the top 40. I'm up there now. So there's different things that you gotta be able to adjust. Nothing's wrong with Madden. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's all about, are you willing? Can you adjust? Can you adjust on the fly? Some people can't adjust on the fly. That's the bottom line. Another passing play I would use out of this formation is this one right here. This is called wide corner. The reason I like wide corner is because this right here, it gives me like a, kind of reminds me of bunch cell a little bit, because that deep post, middle post right here by Funches, I know it's stemmed a little bit, but when you motion him in right here, and you're gonna have a right come across the field and have him block up like that. Crossing routes, man. Someone's gonna be open. Somebody's gonna be open on it. I promise you, someone's gonna be open. So again, I'm gonna break this down to you. When you're running the spread, you want to make sure you're running inside. Run everything inside, man. Inside zone. Read option should be your main play. You can run this with a mobile quarterback or a quarterback who can sit in the pocket. If you're running for a quarterback who can sit in the pocket, I hope you're a better passer. And it creates. I suggest that you run it with a spread option quarterback, someone that can run. He doesn't need the best quarterback because, like I said, it's a system offense. Guys are meant to be open. It's not really meant to just game-winning drives. It's gonna get you game-winning drives, but it's not meant for you to be playing from behind. You need to play good defense if you're gonna run this offense, because you need to expect to be on the field a lot to get up points, and you want to put up points pretty fast. So you got read option, inside zone, strong flood. When you're in a strong flood, please make sure that you motion. You got to motion for the crossing routes for these guys to get open, because these blitzes that are coming out nowadays, it's gonna be hard to pick up a nickel fire from this formation right here in the way you're set up in the spread. It's gonna be real hard. So make sure you guys motion guys around and make it difficult for the defense. You know what I mean? And the last one would be wide corner. Like I said, make sure you motion that motion across. It's another do cross, man. That's it. It should be the main raw concept. Deep cross, low cross. Deep cross, low cross, streak. Open it up at the end. Make time in the pocket. Hopefully you get a cover two up at top and you can end the game. I'm going to drop some more videos for you guys. Just tune in. This is just a little preview of the spread option from 2x2, 3x1. Some little things that you can look at, maybe tweak your game, maybe you're looking for an offense. So just stay tuned for more videos. I got some more stuff coming in, probably some two-back stuff I want to bring into you guys. Just some little things, man. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Your boy A1.